Alright everyone, it's finally here. The Nintendo 3DS. Nintendo's next handheld system with the promises of 3D graphics, all new games that we've been waiting for the DS for a while now. But hey, we can forgive them for that. Now after I got my hands on this system at first, I was feeling a little... what's the word? I felt like I'd made kind of a bad purchase. I didn't really, give the system, a full run through at first. I hadn't even opened it yet, and I had this feeling. However, when I started playing this thing, oh man, I see a lot of opportunity for a lot of great games coming out, a lot of great game concepts too. I think Nintendo's got something here. I was so impressed, I decided to make this review for the system. Well, that's saying something. So sit back, and here is a review of the Nintendo 3DS.
Now the first thing you'll notice about the 3DS is that the top screen is a little bit bigger than the bottom screen. And also, the camera that was once in the middle of the DSi is now above the top screen. Also, check this out. Joystick. Yes! Just what we need. Not a D-pad, frickin' joystick. Also, a nifty home button. Yes! No more turning the system off! And of course, the top two cameras that allow for the 3D effect in various games and future releases. And a shiny, shiny stylus. And also, this little function that allows you to turn 3D to not 3D, and back D. Now, let's take a look at some of the pre-installed goodies that come with the 3DS right out of the box. Like the Mii Maker. Yep, just like on the Wii, now you can make your own Mii for the 3DS. And it's just like the Wii version. You start from scratch, you start making your Mii the way you want it, choosing the shape of the head, size of the body, eyes, mouth, etc. Recreate you, your friends, your family, your dog. Well, not dog, but that'd be kinda cool. I might need to write a letter to Nintendo. These Miis can appear in other games that come out later on for the 3DS. Now, a new option to this is a create from photo option that will allow you to take a picture of you, and after inputting some statistics about you yourself, the 3DS will take that photo and do its best to recreate a Mii from that photo. I'm not sure exactly what it goes off of, but you'll feel insulted, because my nose is definitely not that freaking huge. Okay, the next thing we have is the Mii Plaza, and this is basically where all your Miis go once they're created, because, you don't really see them that much anyways. Now, there's a little cool thing that they invented for the 3DS, which is called Street Pass. Basically, it's just like migration for the Wii. Other people's Wiis come onto yours. You go out, you put your 3DS into sleep mode, other people come, you pass them, you get home, you open up your 3DS and like, what the frick? Where did you come from? What is your name? Timmy? Timmy, I hate you. No. But anywho. So, apparently these migrated Miis from other people, you can use them in 2 games on the Mii Plaza. One of them I'm not too thrilled about, it's a puzzle game. Apparently, the more Miis you get, the more pieces of the picture you get, and that makes a 3D picture, and all that. And then there's a game called Find Me. Apparently, you get thrust into royalty, and just as you get thrust into royalty, you get shut in a cage. Ideal life, if you ask me. Now, in order to play these games, like I said, you need other people's Miis. Or, there's always Mii trafficking.
Now, by far, one of the coolest pre-installed games for the 3DS has to be AR games. Now, this game makes use of the 6 AR cards included with the 3DS packaging. You're probably wondering how this works. A card? 3DS? Well, the 3DS makes these cards come to life. And using the gyroscopic mechanism inside the 3DS, this makes you have to actually get up, move around to hit the targets, a ball, a freaking dragon. This is intense! This is on the computer table! Dragon! Now, there are only 4 available game modes to begin with, but as you keep playing, you unlock more, and it gets a lot more fun. Oh, Link, here come to town! Now, the final pre-installed goodie on the 3DS can easily be described as a drug trip without the drugs. Space Raiders allows you to take pictures of you and your friends and put them on the various floating enemies and final bosses found in this game. She's so cute when she's mad. This is a first-person shooter that utilizes the gyroscopic technology of the 3DS to make you actually have to aim around the room for the flying heads, and put holes in your walls if your insurance company didn't have business enough. Now, on-screen cues will point you towards more incoming enemies. Familiar heads will give you more points. You can use power-ups like bombs to clear heads a lot more quickly. You do have life, so do keep an eye on that. You can shoot back pieces of falling debris at you. Also, you can get points for shooting heads in succession, which is kind of cool. It's a nice added little effect to it. All in all, this is a really amazing game. I thought it was very interesting because it's so freaking crazy.
Well, that about wraps it up for this review. I hope I answered a lot of questions about the 3DS that a lot of people would have. I know there were a lot of people out there skeptical about the system, whether or not the 3D worked or not. Now, I couldn't show that in this video because this camera is only 2 dimensions. You can always go down to your, Walmart or Best Buy to try that for yourself, seeing as they work. Some of them are out of order. I've been to a few and they've been broken. But you can see it, for yourself that way. And if you have any more questions, or even comments, I like comments too. Just this is my first review. I'd like to know how I did. If it's good, if it's bad, if it's, never ever do that ever again. That's fine too. Also because I was actually looking forward to making another review. I had so much fun with this one, even the editing. You know how everyone hates editing. I actually had fun with all of it. So I was actually wanting to do another review. And it would only make sense that since I did a review of the 3DS, that I actually do a review of a launch title for the 3DS. In which case, that will be announced as soon as I can, as soon as I decide which one to do. But anyway, I had a lot of fun doing this review. I hope you guys had all your questions answered. Comments, questions below. And game on.